Honestly, what the hell is going on with Thunderf00t right now? He made this horrible video about the skeptic feminist tragedy, in which he intentionally misrepresented Sargon and others who made jokes about this tragedy in a YouTube hangout. Sargon then made a response video in which he explained himself very well, showed relevant context, and thereby thoroughly debunked Thunderf00t. Instead of trying to debunk Sargon after that, Thunderf00t chose to just double down by making another video about this, in which he failed to make any good arguments against Sargon's response. Now, Thunderf00t is actually disingenuous enough to try and compare the people who made the jokes in the hangouts to the Westboro Baptist Church, which is ridiculous. What a gross over-exaggeration. If you see Sargon and the other people from the YouTube hangouts at the victim's funeral holding up signs that say things like, "This feminist woman deserved to die and we hope she suffered," then you can come back and compare them to the Westboro Baptist Church. It is completely fine if you are not a fan of the jokes that were made, but it is not fine to intentionally misrepresent people. I already showed in my previous video about Thunderf00t how he just left out all the parts in which Sargon and the others showed empathy. Thunderf00t deliberately chose small parts and clips that bolstered his own narrative, while leaving out all the context that would have demolished it. So I chose to directly engage with Thunderf00t on Twitter. Take a look at this. I say to him, "I like most of your videos, Thunderf00t, but your latest video was just horrible. You completely overreacted and misrepresented Sargon." To which Thunderf00t replied, "Nope, it's actually a pretty accurate description, but you might know that if you'd actually watched their hangout." To which I respond, "I did watch the hangouts in their entirety, and you have misrepresented Sargon. The low approval rating on your latest video is justified." This is the point at which Thunderf00t becomes a complete hypocrite, because take a look at this. This is the description of his YouTube video. See what it says there? He provides a link to one live stream and writes, "I only made it halfway through this. It was just FUBA." So Thunderf00t is going around telling people to actually watch something when he hasn't even fully watched it himself. Do I even need to comment? If this is the amount of research that he does, it is no wonder that he ends up misrepresenting people. It doesn't even seem to matter though, because it looks like Thunderf00t didn't even attempt to represent Sargon accurately. He purposefully tried to make Sargon look as bad as possible. Take a look at this. A guy called Brett Dodek tells Thunderf00t this. "Thunderf00t, you literally took two separate portions of the stream and put them together to make Sargon look bad. That's dishonest." To which Thunderf00t replied, "OMG, how moronic are you? I also took completely different pieces of Sarkeesian's videos that made her look bad too. Is that dishonest?" To which I responded, "Did you just admit that you intentionally tried to make Sargon look as bad as possible? It never was your goal to represent him accurately?" Being so dishonest and doing such poor research, this has severely damaged Thunderf00t's credibility in my opinion. I seriously have to doubt the validity of all of his other debunking videos now. And all this because of some jokes that he was not a fan of. And you have to remember that Sargon himself only made very few jokes. Most of the jokes were made by other people, and Sargon is wrongfully being held responsible. Being friends with someone, or being part of the same livestream, is not an endorsement of their entire character, all their actions, or all the jokes they make. This guilt by association is bullshit. What the hell are you doing, Thunderf00t?